Hi, I'm David Bell. Welcome to this episode of Through the Year with John Wesley. Today we look at a discomforting fact. Now, that's hardly unusual in the life of New Zealand Methodism. It's our response that's really the interesting thing. It all starts with a former principal of Trinity Theological College, Rev Dr Frank Hanson. Frank served the church with distinction in a variety of roles. He was stationed as a parish presbyter, or circuit minister as they were called then. He was a district chairman, or Synod Superintendent in today's terms. He was superintendent of the education division, which was later closed in the early 1990s. He was also president of the conference and served as principal from 1989 to 98. During his time as principal, he wrote a doctoral thesis on the rise and fall of the Sunday school movement. That was a highly energized lay movement. It spanned the golden century from about 1850 to 1950. And after 1950, there was rapid decline, apart from a few Pasifika Sunday Schools today. Principal Hanson notes that at its zenith, New Zealand Methodism claimed affiliation from about 9% of the general population, but provided Sunday schools for 20% of the nation's children. That's impressive, but it couldn't and didn't last. His research also concluded that Methodism itself grew out of a recruiting base, he called it, in the Sunday schools. Then this discomforting fact, quote, "And I doubt if our church has ever stopped to ask the question, if we don't get our members from the Sunday school, where do we get them from?" Unquote. Well, that presents a challenge indeed. Let's look at the implication of it. Here's a statistic from 2015. The total number of children in MCNZ congregations, apart from Tongan language churches, was on average during the month of June 899. Let's work out what that percentage is of the general population, which is around 4.4 million. In 1998, Principal Hanson said, quote, "The Sunday school has had its finest hour," unquote. Well, indeed, 0.002% of the population as a recruiting base doesn't stack up against that original 20%. He also noted another uncomfortable truth that I think arose during his time in the education division. Sunday schools spawned a separate youth work, which then began to take precedence. Quote, "Work among youth gained a higher profile as well as increased resources, often at the expense of the Sunday school." Unquote. This fits the familiar pattern of adult Christian work taking precedence over all other age groups. The ultimate problem for youth work was that it drew on exactly the same recruiting base, the Sunday school. Now, Frank Hanson didn't offer any precise solutions, but wisely suggested, quote, "The future doesn't lie in a revival of the Sunday school as it used to be," unquote. And instead he suggested that we had to find new ways for the 20th century, quote, "more in tune with our technology and changed lifestyles," unquote. Well, today we have some presbyters and parishes exploring Facebook and Blogger and the like, and there are ways to engage young people with those new technologies. I burst out laughing a few days ago when I saw a couple of lads seem to have posted a risque video onto a parish timeline on Facebook. I bet they got it telling off. I tend to favour the e-portfolio solution, and of course all these Through the Year with John Wesley videos power up kiwiconnexion.nz portfolio, which comes from Trinity at Waiaki e-learning centre. And here we bring together some very talented people who do create resources and try new ways of engaging young people with the Christian message. You can see some of the extensive resourcing we give away for free in the About tab of this video, just below. The closure of the education division was a connectional blunder, but its work lives on. Here, in kiwiconnexion.nz, because people like Frank Hanson engaged seriously with the issues of what is a Christian education and shaped another generation by example. Subscribe to the channel and then go exploring in a 21st century Sunday school almost for all ages. See you next week, and thanks for watching.